There below is Bartlett. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Harris. Curry is out there with Simmons. Then it's Green, and it's Howard in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Johnson, and it's Harden in at the 1. Now here's Simmons. That's tipped. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, again, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Simmons passes to Howard. Outside for Simmons. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And he makes that one.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
Now here's Simmons. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at that burst of speed. Look how well Simmons used that to get to the lane he wanted to get to the rim. You're going to pay for it.
Harden against Simmons. Outside, Green. Back to Harden. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense when he makes his living blocking shots.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules football. When you watch him play, that's the toughest you see.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
A shot by Harden, wide open. Again, the miss by Harden.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
The Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Simmons looking it over. Howard kicks to Curry. Back to Howard. Curry finds Howard. Takes it from 10. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons. His age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And the Nets making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Outside, Simmons to the middle. Harris against Curry. Back to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Now here is Harris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like when Harris attacks in the paint. He's got the size and length to make that work.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Maxey, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Griffin with the ball. He gets that one.
He's crazy mobile in the open floor. When Griffin runs with purpose, he's capable of capitalizing in transition.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes to Milton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Brooklyn leading by 5. Irving surveying the floor. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin.
That's just a needless giveaway. Got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Maxey passes to Scott. No good on that one. The Nets go the other way with it. Outside Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Maxey passes to Scott. Now Milton. And stolen by Aldridge. In transition, here come the Nets.
This is what you get from Griffin. Very willing to give it up to his open teammates.
41 seconds left in the first. Milton with it. He's picked up by Irving. Will it go? And that one's good. Maxey.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
No good from Irving. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Maxey. Feeds it to Scott. Now the pass to Maxey. Here's Korkmaz. The 9-foot shot. And that one goes long. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable doing. Like
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And it's Johnson in for Brown.
Oh, he's a real menace underneath. Once Simmons gets established position, you basically have to whack him.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Outside, Simmons. Down low. Howard finds Thybulle. Back to Howard. Pass to Thybulle. And it's Simmons penetrating. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
To the right side. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. And stolen by Scott. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Philadelphia also making some changes. Harris is checked in for Scott. And Curry subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Shot clock at 6. And it's good. 2 points. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Johnson outside. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Harris inside, guarded by Harris. Harris misses. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Nets leading by 3. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rejected by Howard. Curry against Johnson. Curry dishes to Harris. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The shot by Curry, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden bounce pass. Here's Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Harris. Simmons against Griffin. Howard kicks to Curry. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Curry's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And here's Harden for 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jed, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Trying to end the drought. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Look at that. Griffin is such an incredible talent. He's made a living off finding ways to score through contact.
Simmons passes to Howard. Irving against Simmons. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Irving can't hit. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Up top, Simmons. He's got 14. Howard, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Irving. Simmons passes to Harris. Here's Korkmaz. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Howard. Shot clock at 5. Here's Korkmaz. It's deflected, but he recovers it. With the tip, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Irving way outside, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Ben Simmons. Okay, David, much appreciated, and now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points and that's
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Taking a look at the 76ers, they've got Howard. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Curry passes to Howard. Outside for Curry. Now the feed to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Howard's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Harden and stolen by Simmons. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And it's Howard finishing it off.
When you lob it Howard's way, he'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
The 3 from Harden. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Howard dishes to Simmons. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far.
Oh, that's just a lucky break for the D. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Harden inside the three-point line. They get the rebound. Green fires from way outside. On the wing, Harris. They shoot again. Here's Jordan. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Jordan's got his second bucket. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Johnson. Philadelphia also making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Joe Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Harris, no good. Nets trail by 6. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Harden gets the bucket.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
76ers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Scott's checked in. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Right side, Griffin. Back to Irving. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Here's Milton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in a attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. Both shots good from the stripe.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Outside Irving. 1:03 left to play in the third. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I gotta love how Irving forces the issue. He makes the D get aggressive with him. He's skilled at getting to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. And 1:01 left to play in the third. And here's Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Puts it up. Nice touch on the bank shot. And the 76ers lead by 6. Outside Irving. The 3. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Irving. Here's Maxey. That one good for 2. And now it's an 8-point 76ers lead. Brooklyn's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 1 second separating the shot clock in game clock. Harden, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Scott the pass to Maxey. Back to Scott. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by 8. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Simmons slant. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. Outside Irving. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The 76ers leading by 10. Harris finds Green. Back to Harris. Curry with it. And the pass to Harris. Stolen by Harden. Outside Irving. And sent back by Howard. Simmons against Harris. Simmons dishes to Howard. It's stolen by Harris. One-on-one here. Fires from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now Simmons. Pass to Harris. Outside, Simmons. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Dishes to Harris. Pass to Curry. Clock at 4. To the inside. It's stolen by Harris. Irving with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Harden.
Oh, even with contact, the defense isn't enough to slow Harden. I mean, just a guy who gets it done on his drives to the rack.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Green, no luck. Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Lets the 3 fly. Let's keep it alive. Outside, Irving. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
But it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Bounce pass, Howard. Harris against Curry. Green passes to Simmons. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Howard kicks to Simmons. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by Harris. Takes a 3. That one, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Green against Harden. Green dishes to Simmons. Simmons missing again. And stolen by Harris. Howard, the pass to Simmons. Back to Howard. Outside for Curry. Another miss by Philadelphia. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. A few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And looking at the Nets, Jordan is out there with Green. And it's Tyler Johnson. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
No problems knocking that one down.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
Now, here is Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Young passes to Capella. And the rejection by Harden. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here's Harden. Takes the three. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. It's stolen by Johnson. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Rebounded by the Hawks.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually all. Oh! Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your...
Oh, did you see that?
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Lou Williams is checked in for Young. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Herter passes to Williams. Back to Herter. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Physical D right there, but Herter's mentally tough. Never lost focus.
Harden outside. Williams with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Bobbed up there for Collins. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Herter. And there's the pass to Claxton. Brown kicks to Jordan. And it doesn't even draw iron. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Gallinari passes to Bogdanovic. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown's got the ball, and Brown throws it down hard.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Brown finds Aldridge. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Irving looking for an opening. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound, Nets.
The man just knows how to generate points. Aldridge creating the second chance opportunity and then cashing in.
Pass to Snell. The feed now to Okongwu. To the middle. Here's Williams. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I have to respect how Lou plays. Wiry, strong, no stranger to the +1.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Williams dishes to Okongwu. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. The shot by Williams, no good.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Back to Brown. Kicks it to Irving. Here's the 3. Here's Griffin. Off target at the rim. It'll count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on. Oh, what a play!
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Hunter, the pass to Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Tyler Johnson comes in for Brown. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hunter.
Awesome concentration there. When Hunter's committed to scoring, he's hard to stop.
Here's Harden. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Hunter kicks to Collins. Right wing. Hunter with it. Harris is there. That shot missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. They lead by 4.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drop.
Here's Hurt. He's guarded by Johnson. And the dunk by Capella.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Harden outside. And no good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. And Harden comes to help. Here's Young. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Harris kicks to Johnson. Here's Harden. Here's Claxton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. The kick out to Williams. The teardrop falls in. Williams has got 6 points.
I like this choice by Lou. Could try to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
Harden outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Williams passes to Herter. Feeds to Capella, and stolen by Jordan. One-on-one here. Pass to Claxton. Jordan dishes to Harris. Passes it to Harden. And the shot goes down. And it's a 7-point Nets lead.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
There's the pass to Collins. Capella trying to free himself up. Shot by Collins, no good. Nets leading by 7. Pass to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's Williams. And that one, good. 8 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Harden outside. 35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And he commits the intentional foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Atlanta, Alinari comes in for John Collins. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter. Irving against Williams. Inside. And the dunk by Capella.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. It's Williams with the drive. Count it. And now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Good recognition by Lou. Sees a crack in the defense, has the speed to exploit it.
And a deep three from Irving. James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 18 points and 1 block. And that'll about...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Harden outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Young with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Young passes to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
Harden outside. Launches a 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Capella with the bucket.
There's a lot to like about Kevin Huerter as a catalyst. Smart, skilled, and versatile.
And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
And here's Harden for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Back to Huerter. Young up top, guarded by Harden. Tries from 10. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Young.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Harden missing again. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. That evens the score. Huerter's got his second basket of the game.
This is where Huerter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Harden surveying the D. Jordan trying to free himself up. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 2.
just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 8 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The deep three from Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
That puts them in the lead. Herder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Harden outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 25 points in the game. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for John Collins. Gallinari comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Herter. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Luwawu. No good, shot missing. So the Hawks will take it the other way. From 18 feet away, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Young's got 10 points here in the second half. Nets trail by 6. Outside Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. They get it back. Here's Capella. And the layup is good. Capella's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Irving against Young. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Despite his size, Kyrie taking it up hard in the painted area.
And so Irving nails both of them. Williams for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Williams. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Snell in at the 2. Here's Harden. The shot's good. Harden's got 27 points.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Williams can't get it to go. Nets trail by 6. Here's Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Atlanta leading by 4, and now they decide to foul intentionally. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown. And the Hawks making a change here as well. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Williams for 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Williams in the post, guarded by Harden. And it's blocked by Jordan. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And finished off by Collins.
Perfectly suited for today's game. John can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim.
Harden with it. The shot missing. Nice D from Williams. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Gallinari outside. He feeds it to Collins. Gallinari trying to get open. Shot by Collins, no good. Nets trail by 4. Harris finds Jordan. And here's Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Gallinari.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
For the Hawks, Kevin Huerter. He's checked in for Bogdanovich. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Young inside. He's against Jordan. Here's Huerter, covered by Irving, and Huerter gets it to go. And the Hawks lead by 4.
I like seeing this from a young player. Kevin Huerter taking big shots.
Here's Irving. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
When the lights are at its brightest, Kyrie loves coming through.
Young against Harden. Young, good.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays very well under pressure.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Irving way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half. Harden against Young. Over Harden. Collins. Great positioning on the putback.
And we've talked about Collins becoming a go-to scorer. Important points right there.
Harden against Young. Jordan trying to free himself up. And the basket by Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
And Young, here we go. Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. Nets trail by 3. Harden outside. Chalk up 2 there. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
To the paint. Tries from the block. And it's Collins getting it to go.
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Harden against Young. Outside Irving. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And that one drops for him.
Incredible. Often the smallest guy on the floor, Young consistently comes up with the biggest plays.
29 seconds left in the fourth. And a wide open look for Irving. Can't tie it up as that one misses. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Bounce pass Young. In the corner. Huerter with it. 6 to shoot. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. First The borough of Brooklyn is the location for the Bucks. Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports Camp. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the Nets, Johnson is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. Now, here is Harden. Out to Harris. Clock at 6. Passes it to Jordan. Puts it up from 15. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Bucks passing it around. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
One of the hardest and trickiest covers in the league. Harden, not just a superb scorer, but also an amazing passer, which really makes him really hard to guard.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And there it is for him.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Here's Claxton. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Over the last few years, I think Harden has fine-tuned his playmaking skills. A threat for double-digit assists every night.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Jordan. They get it again. From past the arc. The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Claxton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And the Nets with possession here. The Nets with the lead. Johnson, the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
Harden against Holiday. Here's Lopez. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Irving's checked in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Irving can't hit. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Connaughton kicks to Forbes. Lopez outside. And he banks in the layup. Lopez has got 7. And so it's Brooklyn with it. They trail by 1. Outside Irving. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Forbes. And the shot is long.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort. Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Middleton outside. High post try. That's good on the jump shot.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry in looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
Now here's Jordan. Irving misses.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Middleton against Harris. Here's Forbes. A three-pointer off the mark. He got it up.
Whoa! He got it in!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Luwawu. Griffin is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving in at the point guard position.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Irving. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek freak is the real deal.
And it's sent back by Lopez. The Bucks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. Offensive rebound.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Holiday dishes to Lopez, and it goes down 2 points. Lopez has got 9 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Well, he's so good around the basket that he doesn't really need to throw it down, but sometimes Aldridge just has to take advantage of it.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Got a piece of it. Down low, here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Set him up well there. Brook Lopez showing his vision and willingness as a passer.
Harden scanning the floor. Green, and Green is right there. And the Nets lead by 1. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
To the middle, Lopez kicks to Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo, banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Harden the pass to Aldridge. Here is Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Now here is Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Lopez right side over Aldridge. Nice D from Aldridge. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The pass to Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Lopez. The putback. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Going to bring out the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here. Well, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that'll do.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now DiVincenzo. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Portis finds DiVincenzo. Bucket is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's Harden. Rebounded by Tucker. Bucks trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Portis, the pass to Tucker. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden, sprinting ahead of everybody, putting himself in a great spot there.
Yeah, and that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, He only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. Brown is checked in for Johnson. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Brooklyn leading by 7. Here's Luwawu. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Holiday against Irving. And he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Antetokounmpo up top, defended by Griffin. Here's Luwawu. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Antetokounmpo, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Irving against Holiday. Irving drives in. It's blocked. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
Well, this is the strength and forte of Forbes' game. He's a lethal sniper from deep.
Here's Irving. Pass to Griffin. Aldridge kicks to Luwawu Cabarrot. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Luwawu's got 4 points now in the quarter. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Giannis. An easy 2 points on the layup. 15 points in the game.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Brooklyn ahead, they lead by a bucket. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Guarded by Harden. Middleton outside. And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. Here we go, one-on-one. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Now here's Harden. Not a lot of room. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Guarded by Harden. Pass to Connaughton. To the wing on the left. Middleton outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Jordan sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harden outside. Misses in close. Bucks shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Middleton against Irving. And the shot is good.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Irving against Middleton. It's good. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Yes, indeedy. Irving giving you much in the clutch.
Middleton outside. He dishes it to Lopez. Over Jordan. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Taken away by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
13 feet away. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Here's Lopez. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Irving passes to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Middleton.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Basket, good. Middleton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Bucks.
You can really see Middleton now starting to emerge as a leader for this team. Whenever they're looking for an important basket, he provides it.
And good that time.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Nets, Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Irving. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 2. 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Can't cash in. Irving looking for an opening. Missed. Here's Jordan. Count it!
Jordan coming up big. His name is called, and he ups the ante and delivers.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Johnson. He's out there with Harden. Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. And for the 76ers, Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Curry. And it's Howard in at the 5. 5 on the clock. Curry looking it over. No good on his first attempt of the game.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Johnson can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Simmons slams it in.
I'm amazed at Simmons' athletic ability. He moves so fluidly for someone that size.
Harden outside. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Simmons passes to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
This guy's a really clever penetrator. You have to be aware of Seth Curry's craftiness on the drive.
Here's Harden. Rebounded by Howard. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Green kicks to Simmons. To the inside. Stolen by Harden. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Count that one.
Boy, nice job by Joe Harris to sprint the floor and finish. That is beautiful.
And the 76ers with possession. Simmons looking it over. Inside. Howard dishes to Simmons. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Harden with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Dwight Howard.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of this.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Jeff Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Now here's Simmons to the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Dwight Howard can scuffle a little bit at the free throw line, but I'm telling you, he's still drawing the contact and putting the defenders in bad spots.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Mark Moss, he's checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. The Nets also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in for Johnson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here is Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush. And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Mike Scott's checked in for Dwight Howard. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Here's Harden. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Brooklyn with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Harden. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Philadelphia. And the Nets making a change here as well. Griffin's checked in. So for the Nets, Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Irving looking for an opening. Count that bucket.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
To the left side wing. The pass to Maxey. He dishes it to Scott. Over Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
At the line for 2.
Scott hits them both. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Irving. And it's blocked by Scott. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. .44 seconds left to play here in the first. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Aldridge.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
And here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He gets it in there.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. And that one's good. Irving's got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Brown. Now, here's Maxey. He kicks it to Scott. Pass to Thybulle. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nets out in front, leading by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Scott. Then there's Harris. And it's Green in at the small forward position. Luwawu is checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Tyler Johnson. Scott the pass to Harris. Thybulle on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Harris dishes to Scott. Back to Harris. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Here's Simmons. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside, Simmons. He doesn't hit that one. Griffin with some nice D. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. 2 points. That one goes. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And Simmons kicks to Scott. And it's Simmons penetrating. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Brown. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Simmons passes to Scott. Outside, Simmons. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard's checked in for Scott. Reed comes in for Harris. And it's Seth Curry in for Matisse Thybulle. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Jordan kicks to Harden. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's foul number 2 for him. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jeff Green. Curry passes to Simmons. In the corner, Reed with it. Outside, Simmons. Curry dishes to Howard. On the clock to the paint. And they double up Simmons.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Back to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Now, here is Harden. He has 5 from down low. Claxton the pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Here's Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Here's Simmons. And the rejection by Harden.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Korkmaz checked in for Reed. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. Now, here's Maxey. Down low. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. 4 on the shot clock. Maxey passes to Howard. Over Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. The Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded closely. It's good.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
The 76ers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Free throw good, Maxey. 32 seconds left in the first half of the game. Curry with the steal. Howard with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Here's Aldridge. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Maxey. Howard, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Oh, Dwight Howard made quick work of that one.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. And this talented 76ers team, they are loaded in their starting lineup. Jack, how long is... Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Jordan. Johnson is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Now here is Harris. Here's Simmons. Makes it off the glass. Simmons got the first basket of the second half here for the 76ers.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
And the jam by Harden.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Howard finds Harris. Now Simmons. He's got 6. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Harden. Harris passes to Claxton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Passes it to Johnson. Pass to Harris. 6 to shoot. From 18 feet away. And that one hits back iron.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Shake Milton comes in for Green. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. The Nets also changing it up. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bruce Brown in for Johnson. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
We hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Irving kicks to Luwawu Cabarro to end the run, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
To the inside, here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Simmons passes to Milton. Dribble on the wing. Aldridge against Harris. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Irving. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage. Opponents got to be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Simmons passes to Scott. Dribble on the wing. Harris with it. Milton in the corner. From 10 feet out, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Philadelphia ahead as they end the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Mike Scott. Actually out there with Shake Milton. Then it's Reed, and it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. There's the pass to Korkmaz. Milton with it, covered by Irving. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Good on the second free throw. And here's Harden. Pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Clock at 6. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, clock winding down, none better than Harden at getting buckets in a hurry.
Milton the pass to Maxey. Back to Milton. Passes it to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Nets trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Harden. It's deflected.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Man, guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. Outside, Simmons. about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Curry dishes to Howard.
Listen, we know Dwight Howard is on the back nine of his career, but he can still be valuable. This guy is capable of a double-double every night.
Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Howard. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Curry passes to Howard. And here's Harris from the arc. That one, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Johnson's got the ball. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Howard finds Harris. And here is Curry. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. From deep. Bounce pass Howard for the three. Pass to Curry. Now Harris. It's up a three. Jordan with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harden kicks to Harris. Harden with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Harden draws the double. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ben Simmons.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Simmons on the wing. Back to Curry. Simmons left side from outside the arc. A rebound by the Nets.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over. Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
Green kicks to Harris. Green, the pass to Howard. Now here's Green. Here's Curry with the three. No good.
Well, excellent defense. Tyler Johnson looking like he's playing with a chip on his shoulder defensively.
So the 70.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Our setting tonight with the... And...
Hey, Kevin.
You're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Johnson in at the 2 guard. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at point. Now, here is Young. Over Harden. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint. Quick and athletic. Able to corral the miss.
Harden against Young.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
To the paint. And Herter gets it to go. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Young. James Harden picking up that last basket. Young goes back up. And taken away by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Over to the wing. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Collins. Back to Herter. Johnson with the block.
Well, Tyler Johnson getting up fast to block that one.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Harris no good. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. To the middle, here's Collins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herder's pass leads to an open look.
Johnson at the elbow. Out to Harris. Jordan at the elbow. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here is Young. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Kept alive, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here is Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
That one falls.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And that one, good. Harden's got 8 points.
This is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Young against Harden. Jordan dishes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Here's Herbert. Here's Young. James Harden with the rebound.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Nets trail by 4. Here's Harris. Jordan, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Capella. Jordan with some nice D.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Johnson kicks to Harden. And there's the call on Kevin Herder. That's his first foul. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers. McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
He's so dangerous as a scorer. Lou Williams can recognize when there's openings. This time it was a teammate.
Here's Harden. Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks leading. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And Bogdanović throws it down.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Nets passing it around. Harden the pass to Griffin. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Williams against Harden. Williams passes to Okongwu. Unable to get that one. Harden with the defensive effort. Pass to Claxton. Griffin looking around. Passes to Harden. It's tipped. 6 to shoot. Aldridge down low. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
And Bogdanović kicks to Snell. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Cowens comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. Then for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdanović, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
Irving with the ball. Tries it from the top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Young inside. Covered by Irving. Young against Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's the attitude that the coaching staff talked to us about before the game. Heads up, aggressive play, and right at whoever's guarding Trae Young.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanović. And now we've got the intentional foul. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Nobody near Irving. And it's off from three-point range. Now, here's Hunter. Defense is right there. Collins, good.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second. And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA, the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end. Yeah, offensive rebounds are about effort, and Blake Griffin showing it there.
Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
43 seconds left now here in the second. And a deep three from Irving. Griffin can't get it to go in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now the pass to Hunter. And there's the feed to Capella. Missed inside. Nets trail by 6. Here's Luwawu. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Just another way Aldridge beats you as a facilitator. Very comfortable making decisions.
Pass to Herter. In the corner, it's Hunter. Now the dish to Capella. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with it.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Young pass to Herter. Feeds it to Capella. The rebound by the Nets.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
Basket counts. Hunter's got his first points of the game.
It's a good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Here's Harden. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Capella.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Harden missing again. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. The lead is 2.
Not settling for jump shots there as Herter gets his way on the drive.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Lob pass to Capella, an emphatic alley-oop jam. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard or three-point line. Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
And an intentional foul right there. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Williams inside, covered by Irving. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Luwawu for the tie. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Lou Williams. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the first one drops. And it's tied up with that one. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Williams against Irving. Williams passes to Okongwu. Fast break, here they come. Here's Luwawu for the lead. That shot by Griffin, no good. Atlanta's shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Fires for three. The shot that time, not on target. The Nets go the other way with it. Brown outside. Rebound collected by Snell. The Hawks shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Okongwu.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Irving. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Look, this guy, Kyrie Irving, has incredible confidence when he's going inside to finish over the D.
Okongwu dishes to Williams. Yep, that one goes.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Irving surveying the floor. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there, getting to the basket with ease.
Pass to Gallinari. He feeds it to Okongwu. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Inside. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Hawks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That's good from Williams.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Johnson.
Johnson's been putting in the hours to get more and more consistent from the free throw line.
And Johnson drops them both. Outside Williams. No good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin. Tyler Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Hicks. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
And there's the pass to Griffin. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. That's good from Williams.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we could start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Johnson.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
Harden surveying the D to stop the run. And he lays it up and in. Harden's got 12 points in just the second half.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
That one from long range.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Williams passes to Capella. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 4th assist in this one.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Down low, here's Bogdanovich, and he converts the layup. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And he commits the intentional foul for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdanovich. And Trey Young subbed in for Williams. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Hunter, no one around him. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hunter's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the footwork for Hunter there was really solid, able to catch and shoot.
And here's Green outside, the putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden against Young. Capella dishes to Hunter. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Well, plain to see how eager Hunter is to work hard for his team. He gets that shot off and gets a trip to the line.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brooklyn. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Clint Capella.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Pass to Hunter. Here's Huerter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
He doesn't get the second one. Harden right side. Launches it. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here is Hill. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. So the Nets starting 5. We've got Harden. Also Johnson out there. Joe Harris is out there with Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Kicks it out to Johnson. Passes it to Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Comes up empty down low.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Harden against Holiday. Harden kicks to Jordan. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. On offense, here are the Bucks. 4-point game. Giannis passes to Lopez.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break?
Here's Holiday. Here's Middleton. 8 feet away. Lopez passes to Middleton, and he lays it straight in.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Holiday against Harden. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Good on the bucket.
Boy, Tucker, ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Now, here is Irving. Defense right on him. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Now here's Middleton.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
All going up court. And up the court come the Bucks on the break for the finish. And Portis throws it down.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Irving. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Middleton, the pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. Portis against Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Middleton outside. From deep three-point range, Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Outside Griffin. Here's Irving. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead, up 11. And we'll be back with you for the start of the...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 spot.
Tremendous speed on the drive. Harden is consistent in attacking the basket.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. Portis against Aldridge. Portis kicks to Middleton. Back to Portis. Tries from 10. Second shot opportunity. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket for Middleton.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Moving against Holiday. From about 16, up again. Great positioning on the putback. Claxton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And it's Johnson in for Brown.
Man, it's always fun watching Harden get going. I mean, he can spray you from outside or slay you from inside. And it's usually pick your poison.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Harden trying to get open as Johnson, and the jam by Harden.
How about the concentration? I mean, Harden is used to finishing past intense defense. There he goes, doing it again.
Giannis high post. 1:30 left to play here in the second quarter.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
Harris, no good. Bucks trail by 15. Here's Holiday. That one good for 2.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets.
Whoa, what a finish! Good. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And good that time.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
43 seconds left in the first half. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And here's Irving. He has 7. 14 feet away, and he makes that one. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Irving. He's got 9. Outside Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
You've got to plug up these lanes to the basket, especially when Griffin is slashing with force.
It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 20 points and 1 rebound. And that does it for our...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now, Antetokounmpo. Yep, it counts. Giannis has got 6 points.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Here's Harden. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The Bucks making a switch here. Connaughton's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green's checked in. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Lopez passes to Connaughton. Jordan against Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got his second basket.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brooklyn leading by 13. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Harden slamming it down.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
DiVincenzo against Johnson. Lopez inside. Lays it up off the glass. Lopez has got 8 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Giannis against Harden. Bucks trail by 13, and so they foul intentionally. So for the Nets. To the inside, Portis. The pass to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's looking for Middleton and finds him. And there it is for him. He's got 10.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes. Spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Irving passes to Brown. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Irving drives in. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Griffin kicks to Irving. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And the Nets lead by 16.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Tucker, the pass to Portis. Griffin grabs the board.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Milwaukee has possession. Nets leading by 18. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Irving misses. The Bucks have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. They need this. Shot's good by Middleton.
Boy, I like the finesse and the focus that Middleton plays with. I mean, that's part of what allows him to finish off these tough hoops.
Irving looking for an opening. 3 seconds left. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Brooklyn with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Aldridge in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Here's Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. Nets leading by 16. Harden outside. Outside, Green. Back to Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, what's most impressive about Harden to me is his versatility as a scorer. I mean, he's a remarkable combo guard with great size and strength and very efficient on the offensive end.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown. Harris outside. Back to Harden. Over Holiday. And it's good off the back rim and in. And that's now 30 points for James Harden.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Lopez kicks to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drive.
A deep 3 from Irving. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Out to Harris. Jordan the pass to Harris. Now here's Irving. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 16. Deflects the pass. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Harden scanning the floor. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Stolen away. Here we go, 1-on-1. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked.
Now here's Harden. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Can't connect from short range. Nets leading by 12. Irving's shot is good.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
From downtown. And again, the Bucks miss. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's 18 points for Kyrie Irving.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance
Brooklyn.
And guys, fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for James Harden.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 14. Giannis passes to Lopez. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Middleton can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Harden, no good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint and stolen by Jordan. Harris with it. Harden outside. Outside Irving. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here, and David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For